Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. Pray. Pray.
Welcome, everyone, to Dr. Pillai's Religion of Religions YouTube channel. Today is Thursday, November 2nd, 2023. We are about to do a live, in-depth planetary puja using the chart of now, based on my current location in the state of New Mexico in the USA. My name is Swamini Valli. I am a Pillai Center teacher and priestess, and an AstroVed astrologer. I'm very happy to be hosting this program Monday through Friday on this channel. Dr. Pillai has said the planets and stars are more than just objects in outer space. There is a divine light being associated with each of them. In doing the puja, we are connecting with some of these light beings and inviting some of their positive blessings to flow into us and also into our world. To do the puja, I'm using the South Indian style layout of the chart. I have drawn the chart in chalk on a little blackboard that's laying flat on a side table here. Also, for doing the puja, I have a container of water. I have a lit tea light. I have an incense stick, a bell, a raisin, and a bowl of fresh flower petals. I start with taking some of the water and sprinkling it on all four sides of the blackboard chart in order to purify the space for where the puja will happen. I also sprinkle a few drops of water on top of my own head and send a few drops of water out into space, symbolically towards all of you, so that whether you're watching this live or later on a replay, everyone is purified going into the puja. Now, we invoke Ganesha, the archetype who removes obstacles. Om Shring Gang, Om Shring Gang, Om Shring Gang. We ask Ganesha to come and to remove all obstacles from this puja, and I ask him to remove obstacles in the lives of all of you, in the physical, mental, emotional, financial, and spiritual areas of your life. I ask him to remove obstacles for you now and always. Next, we do a short Tamil chant asking all of the planets to be beneficial towards us. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atyar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atyar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atyar Arvarku Mikave. We ask all of the planets to be beneficial today towards us and towards our world. We thank Saint Gnanasamunda for teaching this chant, and we're grateful to Dr. Pillai for sharing it with us. Now, we turn our attention to the time Shaktis, or the time elements that are active in my local area. We start with honoring the planet ruling the day. Today is Thursday, ruled by Jupiter. I put flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Next, we honor the star that the moon is in. The moment the moon is in a star called Ardra, a star of compassion. Om, I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Ardraye Namaha. Om Ardraye Namaha. Om Ardraye Namaha. Next, we honor the Tithi, or the moon phase. In my area, we are in the 5th waning moon, called Panchami in Sanskrit. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Panchami Devye Namaha. Om Panchami Devye Namaha. Om Panchami Devye Namaha. Now, we honor the planet ruling the hour. In my local area right now, this is Jupiter. I put flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now we acknowledge the yoga and karana time elements. Dr. Pillai said for these, we would not use flower petals. We would say their names in Sanskrit 3 times each. The yoga that's active right now is one called Siddha, which can bring energies that help us to be accomplished. Siddha, Siddha, Siddha. And the karana that's active right now is one called Taitula, which has energies that are steady. Taitula, Taitula, Taitula. Now we turn our attention to the chart of the moment. We start by looking at the sign that is the ascendant, represented here with the letters AC. This is in the sign of Tula, or Libra. Dr. Pillai said we start with honoring the planet that rules the ascendant sign as a gesture to his importance at the moment. Libra is ruled by Venus, so I start by putting flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Now, starting in the ascendant sign of Libra, we're going to go around the chart in a clockwise direction, stopping in each sign that has one or more planets in it. Today in Libra, we have the Sun, we have Mars, and also Mercury. I start with honoring the Sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. The Sun is in a star called Swati, a star that can give blessings for independence. I put the flower petals on the Sun. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Swati star is ruled by Varuna, archetype associated with the rain and the oceans. Excuse me. Swati star is ruled by Vayu, archetype associated with the wind and the air element. He's also the father of Hanuman. We honor Vayu, and I put the flower petals on the Sun. Om Vayuve Namaha. Om Vayuve Namaha. Om Vayuve Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Swati star, which is Rahu. I put flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Now, Mars and Mercury are both in the same star this morning, so we honor both of them before we invoke the star. I start with Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Next, we honor Mercury for being in Libra. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Mars and Mercury are both in a star called Vishaka, a star that can give blessings for triumph and victory. I put the flower petals across Mercury and Mars. Om Vishakaye Namaha. Om Vishakaye Namaha. Om Vishakaye Namaha. Vishaka star is ruled by a pair of archetypes, Indra and Agni. Indra can give blessings for courage and leadership, and Agni can give blessings for purification. I put the flower petals across Mars and Mercury. Om Indra Agnihe Namaha. Om Indra Agnihe Namaha. Om Indra Agnihe Namaha. Vishaka star is ruled by Jupiter. I put flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now we honor the planet. Excuse me, just a moment. Now we honor the planet that rules Libra, which is Venus. I put flower petals on Venus. No, we did Venus because it's the ascendant sign. I'm sorry. Now we pause for a moment and we reflect on Tula or Libra, a zodiac sign that can give blessings for balance, fairness, harmony. Today containing the sun, which is our soul, and also a planet important for our health and our self-esteem. And Mars, planet of courage, willpower, planet that is both a protector and a healer. And Mercury, planet that rules communication and business, planet that can help with our sense of humor. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Makara or Capricorn, which today contains Pluto. I put flower petals on Pluto. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Pluto is in a star called Uttara Ashada, a star that can give long-lasting blessings for success. Om Uttara Shadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Shadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Shadaye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the 10 Visvadevas, 10 light beings who each embody a unique, divine, universal principle. I put the flowers on Pluto. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the sun. I put flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Now, we honor the planet that rules Capricorn, which is Saturn. I put flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Saturn is in a star called Dhanishta, a star that can give blessings for, we pause for a moment and we reflect on Makara or Capricorn, a zodiac sign that can activate ancient past life skills and abilities, today containing Pluto, planet that can help with rationality and science. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Kumbha or Aquarius, which today contains Saturn, who is retrograde and extra powerful. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Saturn is in a star called Dhanishta, a star that gives blessings for prosperity and music and good reputation. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Dhanishta star is ruled by the 8 Vasus, 8 light beings who each rule different spheres of existence. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Vasusye Namaha. Om Vasusye Namaha. Om Vasusye Namaha. Now, we honor the planet that rules Dhanishta star, which is Mars. I put flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Kumbha or Aquarius, the most humanitarian of all the zodiac signs, today containing Saturn, planet that can help us with patience, compassion, structure, perseverance. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Meena or Pisces, which today contains Neptune, who is retrograde, extra powerful, and Rahu. I start with honoring Neptune. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Neptune is in a star called Purvabhadrapada, a star that Dr. Pillai says can give blessings to help us towards enlightenment, charity, purification. Om Purvabhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Purvabhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Purvabhadrapadaye Namaha. Purvabhadrapada star is ruled by Aja Ekapada, archetype who can help us to experience deeper levels of stillness and forgiveness. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Purvabhadrapada star is ruled by Jupiter. I put flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now we honor Rahu for being in Pisces. I put flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Rahu is in a star called Revati, a star that can give blessings for wealth and travel. I put the flower petals on Rahu. Om Revati Namaha. Om Revati Namaha. Om Revati Namaha. Revati's star is ruled by Pushan, a divine archetype who helps take care of the cows of the gods. Om Pushanye Namaha. Om Pushanye Namaha. Om Pushanye Namaha. Revati's star is ruled by Mercury. I put flower petals on Mercury. Om Buddhaheha Namaha. Om Buddhaheha Namaha. Om Buddhaheha Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Pisces, which is Jupiter. I put flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Meena, or Pisces, the most transcendental of all the zodiac signs, today containing Neptune, a planet that can help with our intuition and with understanding our own inner life, and Rahu, planet that can help us to think outside the box. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Misha, or Aries, which today contains Jupiter, who is retrograde, extra powerful, and Uranus, who is retrograde and extra powerful. We start with honoring Jupiter. I put flower petals on him. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Jupiter is in a star called Bharani, a star with a tremendous amount of divine feminine Shakti, or power. I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Bharanihe Namaha. Om Bharanihe Namaha. Om Bharanihe Namaha. Bharani's star is ruled by Yama, an archetype of justice. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Bharani's star is ruled by Venus. I put flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Now we honor Uranus for being in Aries. Again, he is retrograde, extra powerful. I put flower petals on Uranus. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Uranus is in a star called Kritika, a star that can give blessings for truth. Om Kritikaye Namaha. Om Kritikaye Namaha. Om Kritikaye Namaha. Kritika's star is ruled by Agni, archetype associated with the fire element. Om Agnihe Namaha. Om Agnihe Namaha. Om Agnihe Namaha. Kritika star is ruled by the sun. I put flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Aries, which is Mars. I put flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Misha or Aries, a fire sign with very active energy, today containing Jupiter, planet that helps with everything related to spirituality, and Uranus, a planet that can give blessings for creative abilities, higher intelligence, and astrology. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Matuna or Gemini, which today contains the moon. We honor the moon. I put flower petals on him. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. The moon is in a star called Ardra, a star symbolized as a teardrop of compassion. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Ardraye Namaha. Om Ardraye Namaha. Om Ardraye Namaha. Ardra star is ruled by Rudra, a fierce form of Shiva who destroys negativities. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Rudraye Namaha. Om Rudraye Namaha. Om Rudraye Namaha. Ardra star is ruled by Rahu. I put flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Gemini, which is Mercury. I put flower petals on Mercury. Om Buddhaheha Namaha. Om Buddhaheha Namaha. Om Buddhaheha Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Matuna or Gemini, a sign that has a great range of energies, today containing the moon, which is our mind and our emotions. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Simha or Leo, which today contains Venus. I put flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Venus is in a star called Uttara Palguni, a star that can give blessings for relationship and also help us to keep our word. Om Uttara Palgunaye Namaha. Om Uttara Palgunaye Namaha. Om Uttara Palgunaye Namaha. Uttara Palguni star is ruled by Aryaman, archetype who rules contracts, honor, integrity. Om Aryamanye Namaha. Om Aryamanye Namaha. Om Aryamanye Namaha. Uttara Palguni star is ruled by the sun. I put flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Leo, which is also the sun. I put more flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Simha or Leo, a zodiac sign that can give blessings for power and leadership. Today containing Venus, planet of diplomacy, planet of beauty and love, planet of enjoyment, of the material plane comforts and the arts. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The final Rasi or sign this morning that has a planet in it is Kanya or Virgo, which today contains Ketu. I put flower petals on Ketu. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Ketu is in a star called Chitra, a star that gives blessings for creativity and craftsmanship. Om Chitraye Namaha. Om Chitraye Namaha. Om Chitraye Namaha. Chitra star is ruled by Tvashtar, archetype who is a divine master craftsman. I put the flower petals on Ketu. Om Tvashtarye Namaha. Om Tvashtarye Namaha. Om Tvashtarye Namaha. Chitra star is ruled by Mars. I put flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Next, we honor the planet that rules Virgo, which is Mercury. I put flower petals on Mercury. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Kanya or Virgo, the most analytical and detail-oriented of all the zodiac signs, today containing Ketu, who is sometimes called the saintly planet. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. Now, I take a lit tea light. I hold it in my right hand above the blackboard that has the chart drawn in chalk and the many piles of flower petals, and in the air, I circle the tea light around the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction, offering the element of light to all these divine beings we have just invoked. Next, I take a lit incense stick to offer the air element and a sweet fragrance. I circle that around the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction. Now, I take a bell to offer the element of sound. Now I take a raisin, a small fruit representing the earth element, and I circle this around the chart 3 times. And later in the day, I will eat that raisin as a piece of prasad or blessed food. Right now, I make prayer hands, and I make sincere prayer to all of these divine beings that we have just invoked, asking all of them to send their positive blessings into each one of us, and also into the lives of our families, our friends, our neighbors, our colleagues, our homes, our workplaces, our schools, our communities, our countries, and indeed the entire world. May everyone on this planet have healthy food to eat, clean water to drink, clean air to breathe, a safe place to live, good clothes to wear, access to health care, good education, sustainable jobs, and may everyone on this planet have love in their life, now and always. I pray for enlightened leaders, enlightened citizens, enlightened laws, enlightened countries, and entire enlightened civilizations. I ask for blessings for all of my teachers, past, present, and to come. And I ask for blessings for all of my students, past, present, and to come. And I make a bow. You can continue to make your own prayers in silence for a minute, and then we can do short Q&A. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Peace to the body, peace to the mind, peace to the soul, peace to the environment. Peace, peace, peace. May we all go about our day or our evening in peace. Thank you all so much for joining us. I truly appreciate your participation and your support. Right now, if you have a question, you're welcome to post it in the chat, and I will do my best to try to answer it. One announcement is that the United States will be going on daylight, will be going off of daylight savings and onto standard time on this Sunday, November 5th, which means for those of you that are in different countries, it may be that the time for this call will be different in your local area. So you may want to check your time conversions. Venus is going to move over into Virgo later today, and Saturn is going to go direct in Aquarius on Saturday. So we have some planetary movements and shifts happening over the next couple days, and you may feel some of that energy as you go about your life. Okay, checking the chat to see if there are any questions this morning. And I don't see any, which is okay. We don't have to have questions every morning. So I will go ahead and close out for today. I want to always be respectful to your time. We very much appreciate it when you click on the like button and when you subscribe to the channel, as it does help the channel to grow. Namaste. The light in me truly honors the light in each of you. May light encompass all.